Anyway, for the sake of YouTube, this is the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. All righty. The announcements for tonight. What did I get to the announcement? No, I haven't. The net is normally held at 8 o'clock on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Thanks, Mike, for that heads up. At 8, I sat there all night with no YouTube up. It meets at 8 p.m. every Sunday and Wednesday. I might as well, I don't have to repeat it for YouTube people, I don't think, if they can hear me on the radio. But at any rate, we conduct the net on 146.415 FM Simplex. Purpose of the net is to have fun. So you figure out who you can hear, how you can make your shack better, because you get upset because you can't hear everybody I'm talking to. I'm frequently reminded that if you have a poor station out there and you can't hear the other half of the conversation, that's why it's kind of nice to have the YouTube thing going on, so you can hear the other half of the conversation at least. You're not sitting there just listening to me flap my jaws and then silence. So that's why getting on YouTube is a good way to do that. And again, with the YouTube is, if I haven't said it already, it's Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey in the search block in YouTube, and it'll bring it right up. I noticed there's already about, I don't know, 5 or 6 people jumped in. Alrighty, where was I now? Announcements. I have some announcements. The big news is it's kind of good, but it's a little ways off. But the Huntsville Ham Fest is back on, so save your money, gas up your car. Not because you might want to wait on that because you're not going soon, but as of August 21st and 22nd is the Huntsville Ham Fest. So they've been there since 1954, since I was 5 years old. I enjoyed it that year, really, 1954. It was a good time, and I've been going every year since then, even though August 21st and 22nd, and that's the big news. I don't have any other. Well, I guess today was the one down in where it was, but it's passed, and it rained, so I don't think anybody went. Did anybody go to the Ham Fest today? Well, that was a resounding no. All right, well, the other news for tonight is, if you don't have any, well, I'll just say tonight we're doing the net on 2 meters here on 145. We're going to follow that up with a buy, sell, swap, and swindle net. For if you have anything you want to sell or you have something you'd like to buy, you can give us an announcement there, or you can put that up. And you should put it up on the group site where there's about 160 people. Hams, all hams. It's a nice little group to be selling to. And that's on the Mount Juliet Simplex Society's groups.io page. And you can also, we'll also move on right after the buy, sell, swap, and swindle net. We move on to the 2 meter upper side band net on 144.240. And then after that, we move over to the 6 meter upper side band net, which is on 50.135. And we'll say that again later in case you didn't write it down. But those are the nets we're going to do. So we've got a lot to do tonight, as they say in the entertainment business. So we want to jump right into it. This is net number, oh my gosh, I didn't write it down. No, yes, I did. It's 669 or 70. Which is it, Michael?
669.
All right, well, I did write it down right. For some reason, I wasn't sure if I was counting the one you did, which I appreciate Michael doing the net this past Saturday. It would have been Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I appreciate that. I had a wedding anniversary celebration. Anyway, we're starting from the east. It's 669. We need your call, your name, and your location. And if I've forgotten your name, please don't be offended. We've gained something like 40 new people on the mailing list in the net in the last 60 or so days, and I honestly can't keep up with all of them unless I have extended conversations or I meet them in person, and I don't want to take up time researching calls every time somebody calls in on the net. So I'll have to talk about getting the secretary and the producer here to do that for me. Anyway, we're going to go ahead. Is there anything else I missed, Michael?
Not that I can think of.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to forget about the 10 meter net tomorrow night at 7:30 that Michael does. And that's on 28.415. It's at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday nights. Every Sunday night, been doing it for, is it a little over a year?
I think it's a year and 2 weeks.
Excellent, excellent. So anyway, got that one going for a year on 10 meters. We've been doing this one for, we're into our, I forget what it is now, so October, November, December, January, February. We're into 6.5 years as of March, so we're cooking right along here. All right. Any other corrections or questions about the announcement? All right. We'll start taking check-ins then from the east. Please come now.
Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, James, not Juliet.
I know we can always count on you, James. Everything going all right?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Staying in out of the water.
Oh, I know it, man. It's and stay out of the lightning's way too.
I was kind of wondering about that with everybody's antennas out here in the light.
Well, you know, we're not scared, man. We're just Simplextons.
Yeah, Simplex, yeah, that'd be my word.
All right, very good. That's James here in Mount Juliet, right here in the middle of Mount Juliet. Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. What else is east?
KI4SIB, KI4SOR.
All right, very good. Enjoyed having you at the breakfast this morning, Richard.
Had a large time being there. I'm glad everybody came that did and missed those that didn't.
Oh, yeah, we would have been there all day if we had another 6 show up.
Is it the truth?
Yeah, we were there. If anybody's interested, we were there chewing the fat, shooting the bull for 4 hours this morning. But we had a good time. It was really a real nice time having coffee and little snacks there in the morning. And it's always good to get together on, especially now. I don't get out that much. And when I do, I'm looking at bag boys over at Publix. And I don't want to talk to them. Anyway, that's Richard, KI4SIB, and his wife, Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo, and her name is Stephanie. And that's Richard and Stephanie. And they're just a little bit west of Lebanon. Who else is east?
KE4TWI.
All right, very good. Yeah, your signal is very good today there, Wes.
All right. I got another person that's going to check in. I'm going to hand the mic over. K4ID, Sweeney Robin, Echo Mike, Victor Charlie, 66. Echo Mike, 66, Victor Charlie.
Oh boy, Robin, I got you. You know, I was expecting to hear a much higher, alto or soprano voice.
Yeah, Lori's upstairs. The guys are hanging out down here. Robin and I are just having a big old party here. All right, y'all go ahead. KE4TW.
Yeah, very good. There was Robin and Wes out near Watertown. That's Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie. At least I think you're in Watertown today, aren't you?
Yep.
All right, very good. And it's Wes Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India, and Robin Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie near Watertown. Who else is east? All righty. You getting a lot of rain out there, Stan? Yeah, no, it was one of those where it was a real soaker because it never really came down super hard, but it rained and rained and rained and drizzled and sprinkled and rained some more.
Yeah, it was like pretty good here a while ago. Now it's kind of unraining light now.
Yeah, apparently I haven't looked at the map, but somebody else told me. Jim down in Woodbury told me that most of it was like going through that lightning that was going through Murfreesboro.
Yeah, so they canceled the other net earlier because of lightning.
Oh, that's because they're scared, man. We're not bright enough to be scared here.
Yeah, roger that. Well, we'll have you call back in that AM483.
Very good. That was Stan, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and he is in Lebanon, just a little bit north of downtown. Who else is east? I think that was Kilo 4 Alpha Kilo Kilo. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
The signal's a little shabby tonight, but I can still copy. Well, I'm glad you're in there, Zachary, because it really is. It's hard for right at the moment. I can barely copy. If I was wearing a headset, I'd be doing a little better, but it's good to hear from you. You getting any bad weather up there? All right, very good. Yeah, rough copy at this end, unfortunately, at the moment. But that's Zachary. He is in Lafayette, and that's Kilo 4 Alpha Kilo Kilo. Or it's Lafayette. I keep getting it backwards. It's Lafayette. Kilo 4 Alpha Kilo Kilo. Zachary in Lafayette. And good to hear you in there, Zachary. Who else is north or east?
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Richard.
Zachary had a request.
Oh, what was the request? I couldn't hear that.
Oh, he said he's fixing to upgrade his station in the next couple of weeks and would like to have some information from somebody that could get online with him on the radio to see if how much improvement there's been in his system from now to then.
Oh yeah, just if he can hear me and you can relay it to him. But yeah, just get on the group, on the Simplex email group here, and all you got to do is make an announcement, and 160 people will hear it, and we'll be able to put something together.
He said, okay, he appreciated it, and he'll do that. And gave me a call. Okay, after this, I'll be back to this. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we got a world of people that be willing to help you out in any way that we can, Zach. Anyway, Kilo 4 Alpha Kilo in Lafayette, and he's upgrading his station here in the next couple of weeks, and we're just looking for some help in identifying how well it's doing when he gets it all fixed up, I think. Anyway, he's going to make an announcement on the group site. Who else is east?
Whiskey 4, Mike, Uniform Foxtrot.
All righty, you doing well, Jimmy?
Yeah, doing pretty good. I'm on the HT now because of the lightning right here.
Oh, you like this? You want the lightning to actually hit you in the hand, is what you're saying?
No, I don't want it to hit me while I'm on the radio.
Oh, I know. I appreciate that. As you know, having worked for the Weather Service, I lived in Tampa, which I don't know if it's the lightning capital of the United States, but it's come pretty close.
Oh, well, I don't know if it's lightning capital either, but when you say when you can hear the thunder, go indoors or whatever.
Oh, absolutely. I know a couple of people that have been killed.
Oh, goodness, boy, well, okay.
Yeah, and I thought a couple of times I was going to get killed. I was up on roofs of big buildings, and I couldn't get down immediately off of the roof, and the thunderstorms were coming in with serious lightning. Yeah, it's not fun. It's very dangerous in thunderstorms. Anybody doesn't believe it? Well, I think 50 to 100 people a year are hit by lightning. Anyway, that's Jimmy. He's here in Mount Juliet. He's up near the Lebanon Road, near the what's now the old new high school, Mount Juliet High School. Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot on his HT, and that's why he couldn't hear. Who else is east? Anybody else east? Up to the north, then. Please come down. Anybody? All right, Josh. That's I don't remember your call, but it's 8 Hotel Golf Oscar. Is that the last three?
KO4HGO.
There you go. Wasn't positive it was KO, but there's a lot of those new ones that are this last few months that are KO. Very good. How you doing, Josh?
I can't complain, just staying in, staying dry.
Oh yeah. Well, I learned a long time ago that I don't complain about the weather. It's not that it's the greatest stuff in the world all the time. It prevents me from doing stuff, but I don't complain about it. And I don't mind getting wet if I have to. But the weather, I can't control it, but there's no use complaining about it.
Well, in Tennessee, if you just wait 10 minutes, the weather will change.
I know. It feels like it's spring already, doesn't it?
I was out there the other day, 55 degrees out of work.
I know. It was unbelievable that it was that warm. I don't remember ever being that warm in February here, and I've been here 9 years, so I don't remember ever being that warm. Anyway, that's Josh. He's in Gallatin. Kilo Oscar 4 Hotel Golf Oscar. Your signal seems a little, I don't remember how it was recently, but it seems a little lower. Are you doing anything different?
No, I moved the wires around, but I haven't changed much anything. But last time I talked to you on this radio at home, I was running about 20 over. What am I running today?
You're gonna have to do it again. I wasn't looking at the radio.
I think it was 20 over last time.
No, now it's only S9, but that could be due to weather conditions.
It could
All right, well, very good. Well, it gives you some indications. We'll see next time, or if you see any differences over time. Wanted to make sure I was on 50 watts. Very good. That's Josh and Gallatin. Kilo Oscar for Hotel Golf Oscar. Who else is east? I mean, up north. Anybody else north?
W4CMB, Carlos in Hendersonville.
All right, Carlos. That call still throws me a curve, you know that.
Yeah, actually, I haven't been on the radio as much, and it's still, I gotta think twice before I put the call out there because I'm still used to saying my old call.
And it is Charlie Mike Victor.
That is correct, yes, sir.
All right, no, very good. I just want to make sure I was writing it down right because I've got to get used to that call from the other one, and I've already forgotten that one.
Hey, if it's not useful information, it's okay.
No, I actually do remember it. I just had to think about it for 1 second because remember I came up with that acronym for it, so that helps. It helps me remember. Anyway, but no, it's good. That's Carlos. He's in Hendersonville. Whiskey for Charlie Mike Victor. Good signal. You doing anything different with your shack?
No, I'm actually mobile right now. I literally just pulled into the driveway, so I haven't had a chance to jump onto my home rig yet.
Well, you're only 55 over, so I don't think I'd sweat. You don't even need the new shack in the house.
Yeah, I know, especially the distance you and I are. So hopefully everybody can hear me, though.
Oh, yeah, no, I think a lot of people can hear you from where you are. You just did a bad elevation as your biggest problem. Good antenna, bad elevation. That's Carlos in Hendersonville, Whiskey for Charlie Mike Victor. Who else is north?
Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar, Mark in Northwest Wilson.
All right, Mark. Soggy up there in the north section of Mount Juliet, Wilson County.
Yeah, it is, and it's bright out, too. The lightning just reset the street lights.
Reset them in what way do you mean?
Well, they got light sensors on them, so if we get a real bright flash, they think it's daytime and go off. Then you see them cycling and coming back on.
Oh, I didn't. I don't think I've ever paid any attention to that. I guess that works. I just never noticed that all these years.
Well, maybe it's just up here.
Well, it could be. I know that some street lighting systems are all on a timer, but I'm not sure about that either because I've never had to deal with municipal lighting systems, so I'm just guessing.
Yep. Yeah, I've got one on the garage that also does the same thing. And it goes off, and then it takes it about 2 minutes to get back on. It's an old mercury vapor light.
Oh, the mercury vapor, the one with very poor lighting qualities or color quality.
Yeah, they're ugly.
Yeah, no, that's I like the info, the motion sensors I have because now I can tell. Well, I've had them up for a while, but I can tell when there's animals in the yard or there's deer walking across my yard.
Yeah, I got a Ring doorbell that records squirrels and the mailman, not in that order.
Unless you got a squirrely mailman.
Exactly.
All right, very good. That's Mark. He's in northwest Wilson County, up near the Weather Bureau. Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar. Who else north?
KV9 RKK.
Hey, how you doing, Frank?
I'm on a little HT because of the lightning right now.
Man, didn't you just hear me that Simplextons aren't scared? Maybe we don't know enough to be scared.
Yeah, and I had all my stuff disconnected, and I disconnected her. I was doing HF stuff, and I disconnected it, and I came down, and I was on some service calls because I'm on call, and I'm like, well, I'll just grab the HT. And I can hear Carlos in his driveway on the HT, and of course, Mark's full scale.
Yeah, great. Well, you sound good to me, but then you have a good signal from where you are anyway, so it's good. Yeah, you're in a good solid signal on the HT. That's Frank. He's in northwest Mount Juliet, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo. In case you couldn't hear him, unless you were on YouTube, you'd be able to hear him. He's on his HT. Who else is north? Over to the west, please come now.
KM4YRF Mike in Bellshire. And I'm sorry to miss the breakfast, but I had early morning duty at the hospital.
All right, how's it going there?
Emily is making some improvement. She got to see her face for the first time today.
Well, that might be a setback for her, wouldn't it?
She had no emotion at all.
Wow. Well, at least visible to you.
Yeah, I expected her to be real upset, but she just wasn't. She just kind of shrugged it off.
But she at least a little, is she a little more, I don't know how to say that. Does she seem like she's into being semi-normal?
Well, she yesterday was not a good day at all. Lisa was there with her all day yesterday, and today she was more normal. She can talk and make sense most of the time now, but sometimes she's still way out there.
Oh, it sounds like me.
I wasn't going to say that on air, Paul.
Well, I hope for the best for her. I said, we've talked about, it's a long haul at this point, and you can only hope and pray for the best. And for those of you who are listening to the sound of my voice, that's Emily, which is Michael's adult daughter, who was in a serious car accident and with serious head injuries, and she's recovering from cognitive issues because of the head trauma. And if you're inclined to pray for her, please do so, and her extended family. That was Mike, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He's in Belshire. Who else is north or west?
Kilo Mike 4, Mike X-ray Echo. How you doing, Paul?
Good. How are you? Forgot your first name. I know you've been here before, but I forgot.
Yeah, I was hoping if I spelled it out phonetically, you'd remember. It's Clinton Old Hickory. I've got that call sign that's all jumbled and bumbled. Need to get that vanity still.
Oh, yes, of course. I should know. Again, my brain tends to click a little better unless I have a really extended conversation with somebody on the air or meet them in person, and it goes, oh yeah, I can kind of put the name with the voice with the call,
Yeah, and on that note, I was going to ask you, because remember, I hung up an song, and it's just in my attic, and I'm only copying a handful of stations tonight. I figure I'd chalk that up to a combination of the weather and my kind of poor antenna. But if you could chime in now or later, whatever's best, what is an optimal height for a 2-meter antenna base? Just, to fill the rest of this in.
Well, and having an antenna in the attic really puts you at a disadvantage, because you're above, well, you're 8 or 10 feet above the ground level of the house at that point. I mean, unless you have a 2-story house.
Yeah, no, I'm single story, so I'm running real short, but I'm about to talk the wife into putting up a pole outside. So I was looking at about 20 feet, tack it to the back of the house and rub the coax up it and try to get a better antenna with some gain on it. But going higher than 20 feet seems tough, but I was hoping to get your opinion on the optimal height.
Well, the maximum that you could get is the better. Now, the problem is it's hard to get a stable something going up very high unless you've got a really nice tall chimney that you can attach a post to or something. But no, 20-25 feet is great. And you're going to find that even with, I was talking with another ham today about that, what an optimal antenna. Truthfully, I'd ask you to buy mine. Not mine personally, but the X700. But those cost almost $400 with the hardware, and so that's a little out of reach to most people. So I understand that. But the next one down from that, either by Comet or in this case, it's an X510. It's about $200, around that $200 number, and for $200, it's a heck of a great antenna, and you would be shocked at how much better it performed than that, even if the Ed Fong antenna was outside at the same height.
Very good. Well, thanks for that, Paul. I'll pass back to you so the rest of the check-ins can jump in.
Yeah, you got to be reasonable. You don't want to burn the budget up on an antenna. At least, I mean, there's more than just you involved in the hobby when you're married.
Yes, sir. You were very correct.
Believe me, I know. Fortunately, to me, well, at least to my wife, to me, the money's not the issue. It's, it's like, what the heck is that thing up on the top of the house? I said, it's an antenna. Is this going to stay up there? Yeah, it's going to stay up there. She doesn't. She gets used to it after a while. It just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a family thing, and every family goes through that, I think.
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Mike.
Clint's like 50 over to me here in Northeast Nashville.
Oh, great. Did you hear that there, Michael? I mean, Clint?
Yeah, I did. His station's one of the only ones that comes through real good to me, so I'm wondering if it's terrain that's messing with me, and that was why I was getting towards the height issue. But if I'm going to put up a base, I should put up a better antenna, I think. Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Richard.
Oh, me up here, 11, and looks scratchy, but I can understand what he's saying.
Yeah, no, he's in a nice central location between, like me and you and Michael over in Belshire with the antenna that he has, but he's not hearing many people. And that would be, part of the problem is being inside the antenna. And part of the problem is it needs to be, if you can get it up as high as what's humanly possible, 20, 25 feet, without going crazy, without putting in a $5,000 tower. Like I said, having that X500 antenna, 510, excuse me, or a comparable Comet or whatever is around that price range, it's worth the $200 if that's what you're interested in hearing a lot more.
Kilo Mike 4, Mike and X-ray Echo. Well, thanks, Paul. I appreciate everybody chiming in.
Yeah, very good. And that is Old Hickory, right?
Yes, sir. Kind of close to the old Green Bridge.
Ah, okay, very good. I got you. Very good. That's Clint, Kilo Mike 4, Mike in Old Hickory. He's another Ed Fong owner, which those are nice antennas, by the way. They really are. And they're great for emergency antennas. I mean, you can't be dragging around a 24-foot antenna for when you have an emergency. But I think you'll be, if you're able to swing that thing with the X510, or any of you that have a really low end antenna, an X510 for a couple $100 is a heck of a great antenna, and I can show you several people on the net who are thrilled with that. Anyway, who else is north?
West.
Or north or west? It's the northwest.
KG4 CXC, Chris and Dalton.
Hey, we found Roy over there today eating coffee and breakfast over there.
Yeah, he's having some issues getting his radio going tonight. He's got some receive issues, he was saying. That's up.
Even now?
Yeah, he said it was working when he was with you guys, and he said that he couldn't hear it.
Huh. Well, apparently, in contrast to people who have the Midas touch, they have the fecal touch. No, I don't know what happened, because we were messing around how we could just go in and punch in the frequency. So I don't know what he's got going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, nice guy, and he works over at VA, so I could probably see him every month or so.
Yeah, he is a good guy.
Yeah, very good. That's Chris. He's in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-ray Echo. Chris in Donaldson. Who else is a good signal for an indoor antenna? Who else is west?
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack in Donaldson.
I guess you were scared to come over to breakfast this morning, huh, Jack?
Well, I had a little minor surgery the other day, and I'm pretty sore.
Okay. You don't have to tell me. It's not. You don't need an excuse. We miss having everybody there. That's all. I try to remind some people, but I send out the reminders. I figure that's enough.
Yeah, I got the reminder, and I was planning on going, but this kind of came up on me. I didn't have much choice with this.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
No, I'm fine now.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I was at the VA on Tuesday doing all kinds of stupid things, and I still ain't fixed. Well, very good, Jack. Good to have you in there. Anything else going on with you?
No, pretty much the same. And thanks for doing the net. Appreciate it. And just want to say, everybody on the net tonight, stay dry.
Yeah, very good. Oh, I see that. I see that he's in there. That dang, I'll get his name right in a second. Roy is in there. It doesn't say it's Roy though. He's using his email handle there. 2Dance2. That's Roy. Howdy, Roy. If you can hear me, but I'm not sure he can. Has anybody said hello to Roy on the Chris? Are you on the YouTube feed?
I did.
Okay, very good. Just want to make sure. Yeah, Roy came to the breakfast this morning with a radio and lots of questions. He's working on getting his Tech Night license within the next 30 days or so. Anyway, good to have you in there, Roy. If you can hear me, and if you can hear me, if you're on the YouTube, you can hear me, obviously. So, very good. Who else? And you don't really have the fecal touch. Good to have you in there, Jack. That's Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson. Who else is West? Boy, where are you today? It sounds so bad. You sound like you're miles away.
Different radio on my regular thing. I think it's on.
Yeah, I'm barely copying you there.
Very good.
Say again? Charlie Victor Echo, are you still there?
I apologize.
Well, what happened? I didn't copy that.
Yeah, that was just real quick get hooked up, and I don't have things right on it.
Ah, okay. No big deal. It's just it didn't sound like you. That's why I was confused.
No problem at all. We're back to normal now.
Oh, very good. And you're still in Antioch then. I thought you were miles away.
Yeah, I'm in Antioch.
All right. Very good. It sounded awful, actually. It sounded like, man, he's calling on a mobile from another county.
Could have been.
Yeah, very good. That is, you got me so confused. That is Charlie Victor Echo is Greg in Antioch. I got that one right, didn't I?
Absolutely.
Yeah, very good. Get my brain befuddled here. Anyway, Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is West?
So you want
Hello, Jeff.
oh, yeah. There's a bunch going on there. Just trying to stay awake.
And Dry.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah, everything going well for you?
Oh, yeah, just business as usual. Just same old routine.
Yeah, your feet get all straightened out?
Yeah, they're getting there. I still get some little nerve pain here and there, but it's a slow but sure process.
Yeah, sometimes I know that the occasions I've had serious issues, it takes a long time to finally get over all of the things that they interrupt.
Yeah, it's mostly all the nerves that they cut in the process of growing back together. But I guess more difficulty recuperating from bypass surgery than this because it took me 6 months to get over that. But I'm just back to business as usual.
Oh, very good. I'm glad you're at least out there working and not being sitting around the house all day when your feet are back being happy feet. That was Jeff. It's Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf, and he's in Madison. Who else is West?
KN4 ZBY.
All right. Kilo November 4 Zulu Bravo Yankee. You're gonna have to give me your name and location because I don't remember.
Yeah, sorry, it's Roger in West Nashville.
Oh yeah, Roger. I'm gonna have to get some of these calls embedded in my brain, Roger. You doing all right over there in Nashville?
Oh yeah, doing good. Just dodging the lightning and listening to the rain.
I think we have another day or two of it, don't we?
Yeah, it's really supposed to come down tomorrow.
Somebody told me yesterday there was going to be 6 to 7 inches. I have a hard time imagining that.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. That sounds like more flooding.
Well, yeah, it is, and it's well, here it's a problem for the obvious reasons and what happened. I hope that doesn't get. Can that be repeated? Does anybody know? I mean, they've resolved those issues with the flooding?
I don't know if they've resolved it. Anything can happen again, but I don't think 6 or 7 inches is going to put us back in that thing again.
Well, for what little I know, because I wasn't here then, is that a lot of that flooding was a result of a system that was also farther north, and it was all the water coming down from northern parts of the Cumberland.
Yeah, it kind of was, but at that point, I think we had like over 13 inches of rain all at one time, and it was just, all at one time.
Yeah, it's funny when I hear that 13 inches, I forgot about how much it was. But having lived in Florida, we used to get some real bad thunderstorms where we didn't have, now I just say we did have flooding, but not like that, what you guys had. We'd have flooding that would, because we're right on the coast, so the water goes down the river and ends up, but it does do some localized flooding in the streets and in the, in the storm sewers. which are usually just ditches in the front of our street, which we had, and you'd have the water in the storm sewers, in the front of the house, the ditches. It'd be as high as the street level. It looked like you could walk right across. And every year they actually lost people in some of the canals and reservoirs because people didn't know they weren't driving. They thought they were driving on the street and they run right into the canal.
Oh, that's crazy. I could imagine. But yeah, I don't think we're going to have anything like that this go round. Hopefully.
No, I hope so too. We don't. But again, I don't know if you ever noticed, but humans are fallible. Yeah, that's right. We don't do anything perfectly. Anyway, that's Roger. He's in Nashville. Kilo November for Zulu Bravo Yankee. Who else is west? Down to the south, then, please.
KB5.
That was Kilo Bravo 5. Is it Echo Charlie Victor?
That's it, Larry. Walter Hill, 50 watts, 5/8 wave, about 25 feet. Copy the bell.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Very good. A good signal there, Larry.
Well, you're not too shabby yourself.
Well, again, I'm in the middle. I have one of the most excellent locations where it sits. I couldn't have, as you probably heard me say that. I find it kind of humorous myself because I was sitting here one day. I'm relatively new to the area. I'm sitting in a house. I moved in with a woman that I married, and she was her house before I even met her. And I'm sitting there, and I look at the elevation of the house, and I looked at the surrounding elevations. I went, I got to do a Simplex now. This is awesome.
Well, you just saw the grounds and the elevation and said, well, you know what? I think she's the one because I can put my ham station here.
If I told her that was the reason, she'd smack me from here to next Wednesday. No, that wasn't the reason. I had no clue about the elevation. In fact, there is a couple of lots on my street that are just a little higher, and I'm thinking about making an offer on them.
Oh, point them out to me on a map. I'll make an offer.
Well, no, you know what I'm saying. It's just I couldn't ask for a better location for where I am. Now, no, really, this is great. I mean, I've had people ask me if I was a repeater.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Well, hopefully we'll have our tower up by late spring and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, that'll be killer. How big was that going to be?
Oh, about 50 foot, I guess, after I do all the ask for permissions from the county.
Oh, 50 foot is killer. And what's your elevation now?
I don't remember now. I looked it up from one of the last times that I was on APRS. I'm not exactly sure now.
Yeah, I'd have to look myself. I don't even have a clue on your location on what the elevation is. I don't think it's a very low elevation. I think it's got to be around 600 feet, isn't it? 550, 600?
Well, thinking I thought it said like 687 or something.
Oh, it could be. It could very well be. I didn't remember. I knew it wasn't low. I just didn't remember how high it was.
Well, I went from 3,000 feet and then going over the passes at 5,000 to 7,000 feet and back to 600 to 700 feet. I think I even lived when I looked across the bridge over there. It was about 200 feet.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Where I lived when I lived in Western New York. Well, when I lived in Florida, I was at 25 feet above sea level. So, but most of that side of the coast is flat, so it wasn't. The only problem we had with Simplex in Florida is if you didn't have any really good elevation, the foliage ate up your signal.
Yeah, that's why I want to live in Florida and be at sea level.
Well, that was 6 to 25 feet. I mean, that's where I was. That was the highest elevation. I might have been a little higher in one of my other houses, but yeah, it's very low. I mean, very, very close to the water table. People get a kick out of this, I think. The water table in my yard was about roughly, if you took a post hole digger and dug down, you'd have a puddle full of water there at about 30 inches.
That looks like my South Texas ranch was in a pretty good spot. The water was pretty shallow. Yeah, if you're above sea level in Florida, it was a garbage mound.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. It's funny how much they actually, a lot of the ponds in Florida are actually they actually used to be borrow pits because the people would, people would say, okay, you can have all the dirt you want out of my property, and then to make a lake out of it, and they take all that dirt and move it over to a place that needed dirt, and so you're moving the dirt from one location to another, just so people could have a house.
Yeah, well, I'll stay away from Florida. I think where I need to be right here.
Oh no, Florida has its pitfall. I lived there 37 years. I still haven't figured out why people want to live there. I mean, I only worked there because I had a job and I was supporting 2 families and 2 ex-wife and now 2 ex-wives, but I'm not supporting them anymore. But you know what I'm saying is that I didn't really have a love for Florida. I didn't grow up there, and Tennessee is much nicer than Florida, believe me.
Yeah, anyway, it's grown here from 2.5 million or so when I left a long time ago to 7 million people.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I would have never guessed I would see that. And it's not to sound stupid, but I just never thought of Nashville as a big city. I thought it was a country and western music city, and I hadn't spent any time here. And then I come here and I see it's like a megalopolis growing like crazy.
Yep, it definitely is.
All right, very good. That's Larry, Walter Hill area, Kilo Bravo, Filey Victor. Who else is south?
K4KQ.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Paul.
Raul. No, it'd be Paul. It would be Pablo in Spanish. That would it. Pablo, or in my case, it's Pablito because I'm such a small guy.
What about hey you?
Yeah, that'll do too. That works.
Yeah, I'm on my attic antenna tonight because of all the thunder boomers are down here.
I told you, Simplextons aren't bright enough to be scared.
Yeah. Well, you know, but no, I figure I owed my attic antenna a few watts. I hadn't used it in a while.
But everything else is going well for you, besides being on the indoor. Which antenna do you have in the attic? I don't recall.
It's a Comet. Don't ask me the model number.
Okay, I won't. Comet's good enough. Comet makes a nice antenna.
Yeah, we've had exactly a quarter inch of rain down here in beautiful downtown Smyrna. So I think it's all moved up north towards your area now.
I haven't looked outside in the last hour or so. I know it was raining pretty good. I was in the garage working out, and I could hear the rain hitting the gas vent on the water heater. So I knew it was raining pretty hard.
Well, I can see lightning on the security cameras. It keeps flashing around the area, so I know it's nearby.
Yeah, somebody said the lightning was passing a lot over where you live in Murfreesboro.
Yes, I can confirm that. Yes, I can.
Very good. That was Tony. Great signal on his indoor antenna in his attic. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot Quebec. And that's Tony in Smyrna. It's actually a 3-consonant word, Smyrna. Who else is south?
Kilo Oscar 4, Hotel Mike Delta. Bill.
Hold on, Bill. I think I heard Kilo. Is it here that I hear the Kilo Oscar 4 Hotel Mike Delta?
Affirmative, Jeff, down in Owensville.
Is it Jeff, you said? I want to get that right.
Sure.
All right. Well, Nolansville. It's Nolansville Pike, right? Or is it Nolansville?
Kind of halfway between Nolansville and Smyrna, kind of up on one of the hills there, about a 300-foot hill with a homemade jet pole.
Ah, very good. What'd you make the J pole out of?
Copper pipe.
Oh yeah, I've got one of those I built. Sure. Was it just the standard height? It's about I don't know, 40, 50 inches tall.
That's about right.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I built a super J pole. It's twice as tall at 96 inches, and I guess it performs okay. I don't use it anymore.
Well, I might have to try that.
Oh no, look up Super J pole on the web. I'm sure you can find it. And I did the same thing with copper pipe. And like I said, it takes a little bit more doing because you have to have. Well, you look at it and get back to me. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's a little harder to build than a standard J pole.
Hey, we'll do it. Thanks, man.
Very good. That's Jeff, Nolansville. His last name's not Nolansville. Nolansville is the location. Kilo Oscar 4, Hotel Mike Delta. You doing all right, Bill?
I am KM4NNY.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're doing all right. It's you're getting a lot of lightning down.
Oh, that was about an hour ago, and it moved right on through.
Oh, good. Yeah, I saw flashes. Well, I don't know. Some of the lightning I saw that was to the west of me, not south. So I don't have any idea where the storm was going. I didn't follow it on the weather reports.
I don't either because I can't change it.
No, but I tell you what, I learned my lesson last March, and it's just about a year ago, next week or so, that when somebody says there's a tornado warning, you need to be doing get into shelter, because that's what we didn't do. And if that had hit us, me and my wife may be dead. Would have been dead, maybe. I'll say maybe, because it hit down for a little ways from us, 1,000 feet or so, and it didn't kill us. It did a lot of damage. But you know what I'm saying? You do have to watch the weather when it's extreme weather.
Well, the most secure thing I got is the bathroom off the hallway. And in the bathroom, I've got, a small saw, a small crowbar, and that kind of stuff, flashlights net under the sink.
Oh, that's awesome. I hadn't thought about that, having a small saw that would help you get out if you had to.
Well, I don't know what else to do. It's not an outside wall anywhere, so, and usually I think my bathroom is 2 by 6s if I'm not mistaken.
Well, plus you've got usually there's much better structure because of the pipe work and the tile and all that other stuff that goes in. Plus the deadwood they put in there for hanging mirrors and hanging pipe work, etc.
Yeah, then I've got one of these units that you can put in the bathtub to catch a whole bunch of water ahead of time also.
Yeah, well, it's important. I'm glad you're taking those steps. I don't think many people do what you do.
I kind of doubt it. I'm more crazy about water and fire than anything.
Oh, I know. Well, I keep a rotation of what is that? 50 gallons of water here at the house.
You can keep that water for 4 or 5 years. I've done it without any problem.
Oh yeah, no, it's in those sealed bottles, but I say I rotate it through the cooler we have, and I always have 4 spare bottles.
I got mine in barrels.
Oh, is that right? What do you talk? What kind of barrels?
30 gallons.
Oh, the steel barrels, you mean?
No, plastic.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, I don't think anybody used steel or wood barrels anymore for water, but cool. Yeah, you can keep that water for a long time, and even if there were problems, I think you probably are aware that you could have some chlorine available, and and there's a little formula you can use for how much chlorine you would add to water in case you thought it was contaminated.
What a lot of people don't realize that the bleach expired 1 year from the date it was manufactured.
Oh, is that right? I did not know that.
Yeah, so why keep something that's not going to do you any good?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I guess you'd have to rotate the bleach then, wouldn't you?
Yes, you do.
I'm not sure if there's another way to do that easily. I know that there are, gosh, I haven't used them in, let's see, I'm 72, so I probably haven't used them in about 55 years at least. And that's though they actually have some tablets you can use to purify water.
And they also got like an extender that you can put in that water in a large quantity.
Oh, cool. I'll have to do some research on that. All right, well, very good. That's Bill, Sound Alert for Emergencies. That's Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee. And Bill, it's not crazy, because if you're the one who survives, I think that's pretty smart. Anyway, it's Bill. He's in Murfreesboro. Who else is Sal?
N-A-P-P-Y.
Hey, it's good to have you at the breakfast this morning there, Rusty.
Hey, it was good to be at the breakfast this morning. My morning was much better than my evening has turned out to be. I don't know about the rest of those lightning strikes, but I know where one of them was.
Oh, wow. You heard anything?
My 991A, my router, and my desktop computer.
Oh, boy. Well, sorry to hear about that. That lightning does its damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it was crazy. We had, my son and I just walked in from eating, and no rain, not anything that I knew of going on. We were standing there talking, hadn't heard any more thunder or anything, and I was just about to come upstairs to try to do the digital net, and just as I was about to had about 3 circuit breakers go out, and I went around and started looking at things that might not be working, and that's what I found so far.
Oh my gosh. So you don't know of any other damage?
No, I won't be able to tell much in the morning, but until in the morning. But if it was a strike, which I'm pretty sure it was, it's the 3rd time that I know of that we've been hit.
Oh wow. Well, you must be you're in a bad spot.
I think it may be time for a lightning rod.
I don't think you've got one wherever that is. Oh man, that's rough. The 991, your PC and your router, and what else?
That's all I found so far. I'm actually on my 400. The power supply that the 991A was hooked up to is working, and that's how I'm able to talk to you on the 400. But the 991A, she will not come on.
All right. Well, you know what the kind of testing you can do with resetting it or whatever, but it may be just an internal fuse too on the board.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little research as soon as I can get back on the internet. But I'm a little more concerned about the desktop computer than I am anything else.
I got you. Well, very good, Rusty. I'm sorry about your troubles there. I'm glad that lightning doesn't hit all of us at any. I've never had a problem, but that doesn't mean I couldn't have a problem for sure. That's Rusty in Murfreesboro, November 8, Papa Yankee, with a lightning strike on his house, taking out one of his radios and one of his routers, or a router. And just with that, it didn't hit well, you got business stuff in there on your computer, I'm sure, don't you?
This is mostly personal stuff. I've got a separate computer I use for the firm.
Okay, very good. Well, that's a blessing all by itself.
Amen.
All right, very good. I forgot to tell you guys that this morning I saw a joke that came across it was a saying, like a 2-liner joke. It says, "The devil whispered to me, I'm coming for you." And I whispered back to him, "Bring pizza."
That's a good thing. That's about how much fear we should have of it. But anyway, gosh, that's a good one. I'll have to use that.
Yeah, I like it. Anyway, Rusty, we'll catch you later. K4PW at the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. That was Rusty in Murfreesboro, November 8, Papa Yankee. You else, Sal?
Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Jim, north side of Woodbury.
All right, in the north side of Woodbury, Jim, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. You have no more storm tonight?
Not right now. It's in between you and I, and the line from Murfreesboro to up in the kind of arcs and goes over towards Crossville and Cookville.
Huh? Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. Which map did you say you look at? A lightning map, or was it some other map?
Lightningmap.org has a up to the minute lightning strike map, so you can see where all the lightning strikes were. And there's a line that goes basically following I-40 almost.
Knows the easiest way to travel, I guess.
And it kind of eases on up to the northeast, but yeah, with the lightning strikes, a lot of it between Murfreesboro and Mount Juliet. Nashville's got quite a few, so yeah, you can check it out, lightningmap.org, and gives you up-to-date strikes. So yeah, that's what I was doing. So I'm not out of the woods yet. Apparently, I got some more storms coming in. So yeah, it's going to be wet. K4TYJ.
Yeah, no, well, we'll have to live with it. No big thing. Well, it is a big thing if you get hit by lightning, like Rusty did. So yeah, it is a big thing if you're the recipient, or if you've got flooding, or you got water intrusion, or whatever. Anyway, that was Jim. He's in Woodbury, just a little bit north of Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Anybody else, Sal?
Kilo 4 Oscar Fox Oscar.
Hey, Donnie, it was good to have you this morning.
Thank you. Good feeling solving the world's problems. I just wish we'd get to the right people to listen to us so we can get it solved for sure.
Well, I was thinking about publishing our results and putting them up like maybe the Wall Street Journal or something.
Yeah, and everybody'd like to know we didn't raise taxes on that.
No, in fact, we eliminated taxes, didn't we?
Yeah, we didn't.
That was Donnie. He is in Donaldson, not Donaldson. He's in Hermitage, south of me, east of Percy Priest Lake, about 5 miles. Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar, good signal. And for those of you listening who were wondering about that tram 1481, that's what Donnie uses, and he has a real nice signal. Who else is south?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, Larry. The storm's past you by now.
Oh yeah, just before net time, I think.
Excellent. Yeah, it's so did you get a lot of rain down there?
Heck, but it was raining hard there at one time, and I looked at the rain gauge.
I got you. Well, very good. That's Larry with a great signal as always. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. I knew if I lost power, which I wasn't sure because as a storm went through, I thought about it. But I got battery backup on my radio, so I'm good to go. Okay. What are you going to do if you lose power? I go, I'm still on the air. Anyway, that was Larry. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor in Rockville. Anybody else, Sal?
Hey, Paul, Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike Tom, also in Rockville, and hello, Larry.
Yeah, very good, Tom. You sound good.
Hello, neighbor. All right. Well, Larry gave you the report here. Just had a hard rain, and it moved on out. I think it's all north of here. I'm looking at this WSMV Doppler radar picture, and it looks like the heaviest spot is right on the Sumner-Wilson County line, south of Gallatin there. It looks like a pretty nasty cell there. A couple others scattered around, but it's not too awful bad.
Yeah, I just was looking. I just brought that up. I saw that. It's I can't tell which way it's moving because I don't have the moving thing going yet.
Yeah, it's going kind of northeast, I guess, and I guess we'll have a little break after this moves through. I'm supposed to get some more heavy stuff tomorrow, but I guess my signal's probably down to you a little bit, Paul, because I usually hear you about 10 over 9, and I've got you about an S6, so I hope my antenna's still up there where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you're at S6 to me too, so it's reciprocal.
Roger, Will. That's a good thing. And backup power is always a must for ham operators. I've got 2 generators here. I got one on the house, and I got one on my shop here where my shack is. My toes will be tapping.
As long as you got gas.
Yeah, they run on propane, and I need a refill, but my propane company wanted to charge me a $75 charge unless my tank is below 30%. It's not just quite yet. It's close, but not quite there yet. So I'm going to let it run out before he charges me too much.
Yeah, that's right. You have a big cylinder out there?
Yeah, I've got 2 of them. I got 2 120-gallon tanks.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with in some ways it's better to have natural gas piped in.
Well, we got natural gas on the street, but I don't have a line tapping into it to the house, so I have to stick with the propane.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's great. So they came in with the gas later, I take it. The natural gas?
Yeah. My neighbor across the street evidently petitioned the gas company to run a line from the main highway up there to their house, and they did, but we're just not tapped into it because we just don't need it. We're all electric here except for the propane emergency stuff.
Oh, really? Not even your hot water's on propane?
No, it's all electric, even the heating in there.
Oh, wow. It sounds funny to me that you have propane, but well, if it's for the generators, it makes sense.
I've got more stuff on, and then I got a generator, and then on my shop here, I've got my gas grill that I do a lot of cooking on, tapped into my propane as well. The big tanks, I don't have to keep exchanging these little 5-gallon tanks all the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anyway, that was Tom. He's in Rockville as well. Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Need to move along here. I just realized how late it was. Who else is west south? Anybody else south or late check-ins?
Late check in the air.
The double, or I didn't catch it all. Did I say again? Boy, there's something's wrong. I can't make out any of that. But I heard somebody's voice in there momentarily. But on the first go around, one more time, please. I'm not copying anything. Is anybody copying that station?
Oh, I heard a voice in the beginning.
Let's try that again, please.
Whiskey 1 Alpha Mike India here.
Whiskey 1 Mike Alpha India. What's the name and location, please?
Oh, you got me backwards, Paul. Whiskey 1 Alpha Mike India. It's Adam from Hendersonville.
Oh, that's why I didn't recognize. How you doing, Adam?
Doing well, sir. Good to hear your voice again this week. Just enjoying the beautiful weather. It's actually nice out aside from the rain. I have a screen room on the back of the house, so I'm just relaxing out here, having a cigar, nice glass of bourbon, and enjoying the storm.
Oh, yeah, no, it is. It's actually very nice. I went out there earlier when it wasn't raining so hard. It's felt actually pretty good all day today when it wasn't coming down hard rain.
As long as you're out of the rain, it's actually very pleasant. Hope everybody's doing well and staying warm. And yeah, I had a concern too. I have an antenna up about 20 feet above my roof line, so I was a little bit concerned I might get struck, but God's good. Everything's lightening up.
Well, just remember that lightning doesn't always come from the sky down. 50% of the time it's from the ground up, and it takes whatever path it likes. And it could use your antenna, it could use your plumbing, it could use your side of your house, it could use your electric utility. I mean, it's got a million ways to go, and it doesn't depend upon, I mean, you could take your antenna down and it could still find a path.
Right. I tried to make sure I grounded it properly and everything just for nearby strikes. So do the best we can with what we have, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's almost like you almost would have to isolate everything that you have connected. Like your power supply would have to be isolated, pulled apart. You'd have to be, your antenna disconnected, your ground disconnected. Because if you don't disconnect the ground of the radio, it could still come up through the ground and hit your radio. And you go, how the heck did that happen? Well, you don't have to know how. It's just, I've seen crazier things happen in lightning problems.
Luckily, I'm just working off the handheld right now, so my destruction of equipment would be minimal.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you. Anyway, that was Adam lazing back and taking her easy in the screen being patio, smoking a cigar. That's Whiskey 1 Alpha Mike India. I'm trying to remember where you are.
Hendersonville.
Yeah, I thought it was, but I wasn't sure I was right. All right, that's in Hendersonville. All right, any other late check-ins?
KK4WU, hi, Paul.
Hey, haven't heard from you in a while. How you doing, Bill?
Just riding out these storms.
Yeah, I understand you guys you are seriously considering the two of the ham events this year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got the July 31st HamQuest registered. We're getting it registered right now with ARRL, so yeah, we're going to have that, and hopefully we can carry over into November as well with our tailgate.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think they're both important.
Oh, they both have their own purposes, that's for sure.
Well, very good. That's Bill. He is in Possum Town, Kilo 4 whiskey uniform. And again, there's going to be a July 31st HamQuest, and it is still going to be at the fairgrounds, right?
Roger, Camp. We're going to be at the fairgrounds. Hope to have the full deal.
Yeah, it sounds great. So you save up your money for that first, and then you can go later to the, spend your nickels and dimes down there in Huntsville. And it's July 31st, Wilson County Fairgrounds for the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club's HamQuest. Who else is late checking?
Whiskey 4, Bravo Oscar.
Whiskey 4, Bravo, Oscar Delta. I forgot the first name.
It's Ryan or Mount Juliet?
Ryan, Mount Juliet. Is it Brian?
It's Ryan, Romeo, Yankee, Alpha November.
Oh, okay. I was hoping I could connect it to the B in BOD. No, very good, Ryan. Yeah, we've had relatively light rain here in Mount Juliet, I think. I don't think it's been any flooding at all.
No, nothing too bad up here.
Yeah, very good. Appreciate you being there. That's Whiskey 4, Whiskey 4, Bravo, Oscar Delta, Ryan here in Mount Juliet. Anybody else late checking? Anybody else before we move on to lollygaggers, lurkers, sandbaggers, scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, and end-time survivalists, and flat earthers? Okay, we need to move right along. It's 9:07. We had 32 check-ins, and I do suspect many people were unplugging their systems today, and to avoid what happened to Rusty down there in Murfreesboro, where he lost a apparently lost a radio and a power radio and a modem and a PC. Well, we're going to go right into the buy, sell, swap, and swindle. Anybody got anything that they want to sell? Well, that was quick. Anybody got anything they want to buy? That was quicker yet. All right, without hesitation, then we're going to go over to 6 meters, which is, 2 meters on 144.240. I believe is the number we normally use. 144.240 upper side band. All right, that's where we're going to go. 144.240 upper side band. We'll see you there momentarily. All righty, this is K4PEW, the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Who else is out there from the north or the east? Please come in. Anybody east on 144.240? Anybody north? Anybody north? 144.240 upper side band.
54 Bravo Oscar Delta.
All right, got you in there. Whiskey for Oscar Bravo Delta Ryan and Mount Juliet. Good day, you get a good signal. Of course, it should be. Who else is east or north? Anybody east or north? Anybody east, north, or west? All right, got Mike in Belshire, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. I believe I heard Chris in there. Is that you, Chris?
Yep, sorry about that, Mike.
All right, Kilo Go for Charlie X-Ray Echo, and that's Chris and Donaldson. Would I hear Jack in there too?
Yeah, KG4ILV.
Yeah, very good. KG4ILV, and that's Jack and Donaldson. Sounds good as well. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
All right, we got Greg in Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Anybody else west? Anybody else? No, south. Anybody south, please come in. Anybody anywhere? Ships at sea, dirigibles, planes, Navy ships, aircraft, tanks. Anybody? Barges. No barges on the Cumberland. All right, that was pretty weak. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Is anybody else? Please come now. All right, we're going to move right over to 6 meters upper side band then, and that's at 50.135. And Michael, if you'll announce it.
Will do.
All righty, I'm here on 50.135 with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net, looking for check-ins coming from the northeast. Please come now. Anybody east, please come now. Anybody north, please come now. Anybody north, please come now. Okay, west.
You got Oscar Delta trying to check in. I didn't get your first part of these.
Oh, was Bravo Oscar Delta there, Ryan? All right, we had Whiskey 4 Bravo Oscar Delta. I don't know why my signal on that YouTube thing is messing up. It's funny, the picture gets messed up. That's Whiskey 4 Bravo Oscar Delta. Who else we got? North or west? Anybody? Any place north or west?
That was Mike in Belshire, but he's off a week tonight. I don't know why he's weak.
Well, I noticed earlier 6 meters was really messed up today. I don't know what the story is because I had trouble talking to Carl over in Franklin. So I got you in there though. Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar. You're on the dipole today there, Donnie?
Yeah, and Mike over Belshire was checking in. He was real faint.
Yeah, maybe let's try again there, Michael. What do you got? I can't hear Michael at all.
Mike, he wants you to try it again. Call Paul again. He was on the call.
Yeah, copying him, but it's very, very weak, Michael. I think we got really crazy 6-meter conditions today because I had the same problem. All right, very good. That was Michael and Belshire, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, and Donnie, Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar, and Hermitage south of me. Who else is south, west or south? All right, you sound pretty good, Chris. That's Chris and Donaldson. Kilo Go 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Who else is south or west? Did I hear somebody in there?
Kilo Delta 4 Victor Echo.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Is that who that was? Yeah, very good. Greg and Antioch. Charlie Delta 4. Yeah, the conditions are terrible tonight. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Greg and Antioch. Very good. Who else is any place anywhere? Was that Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform? Wow, yeah, there's terrible conditions on 6 meters. Everybody's equally bad tonight. That's Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform. Bill over in Possum Town. Anybody else late checking? Anybody copying anything? Donnie, you copying anything?
No, I could hear Bill, but he was real weak, but he did come through.
Yeah, no, I could hear him. It's a list of very terrible compared to recent, 6 meters have been really squirrely today. All righty, I think that wraps it up on how many we got. We only got 7 in there, so it wasn't a big crowd, but I think the conditions were bad. And the number two, we had some issues with lightning and storm, and people are a little edgy about getting on the air. All right, well, very good. You guys have a great night. This is K4PW. I'll go ahead and close on that at 14 minutes after the hour. K4PW.